Hey, so this is Gary again from Helm of Sun Valley in San Mateo, California, helm-sport.com. And in this video, I want to go over the 2021 Lange RS 130 and compare it to a little bit to the RX 130. So this is the RS 130, like I said before. The RS line of boots came out around 6-7 years ago, somewhere thereabouts. And it really launched Lange back into the game. The boots that they were making before this weren't quite so good, and those old Lange guys from quite a while ago who love their Lange boots, this thing really brought them back in because it had a really great fit that Lange foot super well. So yeah, the RS really put them back on the map. The RS comes in two widths. It comes in a 97 millimeter last and a 100 millimeter last. They call the 100 millimeter last wide, but everyone else calls the 100 millimeter last sort of average. And then their 97 last is more of a narrow kind of fit. Generally speaking, 97 last is going to accommodate a B to a C width foot fairly well, whereas the 100 millimeter last is going to accommodate a C to a D, maybe even into a slightly narrow E type of fit. That being said, though, the 100 millimeter last still maintains the great Lange heel hold down, just like the 97. They make no bones about that. So, and that's a good thing too, because most boots I feel really don't have good enough heel hold down, and the heel is the most important place for a boot to grab. So let's go over some of the features on this thing. First of all, all the hardware on here is screwed on, which is kind of nice. So if you bend a buckle or break a buckle, something like that, you just screw it right back on with these screw rivets. It's kind of nice. These two rivets right back here, you can be unscrewed, and you can lower the flex of the boot, make it a little bit softer by about 20%. So that 130 is going to go down to about 110, which is kind of nice and makes certainly gives you more versatility. It does have a lateral canting device right here, which allows you to take that upper cuff, and if you're bow-legged a little bit, it'll move that upper cuff out to match that lower leg angle and still maintain a flat ski, or go the other opposite direction for a slightly knock-kneed person. It has a cam lock buckle. I like it a little better than Velcro. Allows you to get a little bit more power on the power strap, and then obviously has micro adjustable buckles. The liner itself has a removable shim, so if you have a small calf or if you want to force yourself forward more, you're going to put it in. If you have a large calf or want to stand up straighter, you're going to remove it. And then the footboard is a rigid footboard. The footboard sits down inside the shell right below the liner. And it's a traditional rigid type of footboard. One of the differences too here on the RS models of boots, the liner is a firmer foam. And that's a really significant difference between the RS and the RX. A lot of people ask me, well, what's the difference between the RX line of boots and the RS line of boots? They both come out of the exact same mold. They both have dual core technology, which I'll go over in a second. They both have all the same kind of bells and whistles, screw in buckles, that kind of thing. They fit virtually the same. The difference is a lot of marketing. This is really marketed toward the racer crowd or people that want blue boots. Personally, I love the color of that blue boot. And this is more of the free ride kind of deal. So what are the differences? Well, RS comes with a rigid boot board. The RX comes with a foam kind of a boot board. That foam boot board maybe sucks up a little bit of vibration, but in reality, I don't think it does much. The more significant thing, I think, between the two boots is the liner. The liner on the RS, on the RS is a more rigid foam. You reach your hand down inside here, and you can feel very, very easily that foam is firmer inside here, as opposed to the RX. It's definitely a softer foam, especially the first 2 or 3 millimeters. You can feel this is very soft foam. Well, what does that do for you? Soft foam, on the good side, well, you put your foot in, and generally it fits a little bit better, a little bit more instantaneously. It takes a little bit less time to break it in, that sort of thing. Whereas the firmer foam on the RS, when the initial fit might not be quite so good. You have to be a bit more patient, allow your foot to move, warm that thing up, and the foam will gradually adapt to your foot. It might take a little bit longer to break it in, but on the flip side, the fit's going to last longer, and it's going to hold your foot more firmly. And really, that's the most important thing, or a very important thing in a ski boot. Firm heel hold down without having to buckle your buckles really tight. Then you have maximum blood circulation, maximum nerve impulses, and that's just beneficial all around. But still, your foot's being held more firmly. That equals more control and that kind of thing over a softer, more mobile kind of fit. So other than that, they're the same. So I mentioned dual core technology. What that is a way they inject the shell. This blue material is a softer material, and the white material that sandwiches the blue material is a firmer material, and it's supposed to give you more responsiveness, a little quicker type of response. Whether you can feel it or not, it's probably questionable. I've been skiing on the RS for quite a while now, and I've skied on this one. I can't really tell the difference between dual core and non-dual core. So that's probably more marketing really than anything else. But the Lange engineers and marketing department are very proud of this. The other thing between the 97 last, and the 100 last, let's see, this is the 100 last, this is the 97 last, is that the 100 last has removable heels and toes. You can see the 4 screws there, allowing you to remove that when it wears out. This one does not, the 97 does not. The other thing that's kind of nice on these boots that they did a couple years ago was extend this toe here. And that makes a lot of sense for most people. Most people have bigger toes that are bigger than the rest of their toes. Whereas most boots are really not designed that way. The middle of the boot is the longest part, and over here on the big toe side, it's a little shorter than this. So this makes a tremendous amount of sense. I wish more boot companies would do it. So that's it on the Lange RS 130. It's a great boot. If you found this video helpful, please give me the big thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, put them down in the down below in the comment section, or if you disagree with what I say, put them down there too. Most of all, come in and buy a pair of Lange boots, Lange RSs, if you or try them, come on in the store and try them on. We have lots of other boots too. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.